Hey everybody, Jim, also known as Final Neuron, back again for some more Ogre Battles 64. Let's get into it. So last time we changed sides. We joined the Revolutionary Army. So we've got Alba Castle here, which is no longer available to us, obviously. And we've got a new battlefield, Gunther Piedmont, and that is where we are going. Also, I'll show you in just a minute. Made some changes to some of our units. Some big changes. For some reason, they're still in the basement where they rescued him. I would like you and the House Dragon to act as a mobile force. Commanded by you, of course. Mobile force? Are we on our own? That's correct. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I need you to go to the mine in Gunther. And once you liberate the area, head north to Dardanelles. You will understand why once you get there. I'll be counting on you, Isom. Snapshot. This will be our first campaign as the Revolutionary Army. Hugo, what's the matter, Isom? Do you think they don't trust us? What are you talking about? You're thinking too much. But these are really guerrilla tactics, and we're alone in this. It doesn't matter if we succeed or fail. What does that tell you? Don't rush, Isom. Besides, you cannot gain trust that easily, correct? Concentrate on the details for now. Our headquarters will be in Takua, the land of commerce. How can one city be a land? You must reach the Gunther mines a day's march to the southeast. Liberate the mine from the southern division. Now, regarding the route to take. Liberating the nearby strongholds won't be a problem. However, the rough terrain surrounding the Gunther mines will be a challenge. Marching on that terrain will eat up a lot of time, and we should expect enemy troops to ambush us. We must be doubly cautious about where we travel. We should either form units specializing in mountainous terrain and march directly on the mines, or go around the long way and approach the mines from the south. Or both. And as usual, the answer is both. I'm going to liberate every city. Now we have one more objective. To rescue a man who could be of great help to the Revolutionary Army. Who is he? Aznabel Birrell. He was once known as the Iron Hammer of Palatinus. If he didn't rebel against Lodus, he would have been a high-ranking officer by now, but he's quite a stubborn fellow. Do you know him? I guess you can say so. Well, Isom, isn't this a good opportunity for us to gain their trust? If we complete this assignment, we'd certainly be part of grander operations as members of the Revolutionary Army. Tell me honestly, Hugo, who are you? Why do you know so much? It's mere coincidence except for you. I fought alongside Ankaseth, your father. My father? Then you were in the Central Division. That's right. I know Ankaseth was assigned as Prince Yumel's bodyguard, that you and Prince Yumel were friends, and I also know what actually took place during that incident. I wouldn't have imagined. I didn't intend to hide it, it's just that I couldn't find the right moment to tell you. Like, how about when you meet? Like the first time you met him, how about that? I understand why you wanted to keep some distance between you and your father, but it's now a thing of the past. For me, and for you and your father. Come on, we need to go. Actually, I think you can just stay here, Hugo. Isn't that what you do? You just hang out back at headquarters? So this map is really small compared to a lot of the maps that we've been on. And let's go ahead and just take a quick look around. Like, this is the long route. Well, that's not nearly as long as the shortest distance between our headquarters and the enemy headquarters on the last map. So we've got two nearby cities and 2 units sitting on them. Let's see what we've got to deal with. A very lawful unit. Actually, it's pretty optimized. I like Valkyrie way better as magic attackers because magic damage is not that common, but they do okay as frontliners. So if they had one more unit here, it would be a pretty good unit. There's also a knight of some kind down here. The city Burgundy is our witch's den. It has a very, very neutral morale. This one has a very high morale. So that one's actually going to be tougher to take. Plus the knight could be a more lawful unit. So we're going to have to send mixed stuff in both directions. Down here, a little above average as far as morale. And then low. So that's good to know. And that one's also high. So let's talk about the changes to the units real quick. I've got a bunch of clerics I didn't have before. A bunch of my Amazons became eligible to be clerics, and yep, why not? Why not? I've got a bunch of units that are good for assault now. Also, I've got some undead. I turned Linus's group into an undead group. Undead are special because if they die in combat, at the end of the fight, they instantly regenerate with full health. Instantly. Yeah. There's only a few ways that they can be killed, and it has to do with like holy magic and so on. Otherwise, they're just about unstoppable. Dio has his swordsman and a cleric. They're going to be a really good assault unit now. One of the Amazons became a Valkyrie here, so that's going to be a much stronger attack unit. Oh yeah, Troy has a healer now, which makes his group way stronger. Good physical defense plus healing. That's great. And Rebecca, I changed her class to a dragon tamer. So these two baby Ds are going to be able to do a lot more than they did before. I think it's 10% better, like they get a 10% stat boost, but we're going to get a lot of performance out of them. As soon as we get another leader, we've got a ton of extra characters now, especially skeletons. So hopefully we'll get another unit leader or two coming up really soon. All right, everybody's deployed, and I just reviewed their alignments a little bit. Looks like Rebecca's dragons need to get a little bit down in their alignment. They're getting a little too positive. So we'll send her to take on this unit. We've got Linus coming over here to take out the knight. You know what? Let's just go ahead and go from there. We're going to send a positive aligned unit in both directions to make sure that we can capture the cities, or liberate the cities. Rebecca's going to hold there. Hopefully they won't get forced into a fight. Hopefully I haven't pinned this unit against the river, but it's better to be the one doing the pinning than to be the one pinned. And you might feel like Rebecca's formation is a little weird. I stuck the unit leader in the back middle on purpose so that all three of these characters can kind of spread the damage between them. Dragon Tamers are not that bad at physical combat, so they can take a hit. They don't want to take too many. Dragons are pretty good, but not so great at taking magic, so hopefully this will spread the damage nice and evenly for us. Okay, so we'll send them after that unit, hopefully to finish them off. And while we're at it, I think it was Dio's group that we want to be neutral. So we'll go ahead and send him down this way also. And the town is pretty positively aligned, so we need to send somebody like Shirley down to actually take it. All right, Linus, show us how that undead army action goes. Skeletons do okay damage. And ghosts only have one ability, really. It puts the enemy to sleep, so it's a stun. They don't put out an enormous amount of damage, but like we said earlier, the thing about them that makes them really good is they don't stop coming. They don't stop. So that ghost actually canceled 2 attacks against us this time. That's about what you want. Ideally, you cancel really good attacks, like a magic spell or a heal or something, but, you know, canceling just a regular attack, that's fine. That puts them on par. We'll see what this Witch's Den, what their alignment is. 47, that's middling. We'll send... Troy can do it. Troy can definitely do it. And we'll send Dio down that way too. Let's go ahead and get Isom into the fight. Let's go ahead and move him down here. We're going to stage to the left and then hopefully be able to punch through and sweep around and attack the headquarters from 2 different directions. That'll kind of help split up the combat and the experience. One of the things that makes this level a little tougher is that when you defeat enemy units, they tend to get pushed away from you across mountains and stuff, and so they end up in places that are awkward to chase them or to hunt them down and finish them. This is not too bad. The only character you really have to worry about damage on is your leader. For that reason, I usually stick them in a corner so that they just can't be targeted by much. I haven't done that here. I wanted to maximize her attack potential. And that wouldn't have saved her any damage this time. So in this formation, she's not going to get hit by anything, which is good. The spells were actually starting to wear her down. And our headquarters is a shop, so let's go ahead, see if we get some new class equipment. Leather hat is for archers. We already have that. Yep, we've already got everything. And incoming. As soon as you liberate this city, a couple of Beastman groups come in. We'll let them get a little bit closer, and then we'll scout out what they've got. That looks about right. So Nash has 2 golems. This is... it's not good. Beastmen give a benefit to beast units that are in your squad. So like hounds, griffins, worms, a few other things. They don't do anything for golems. And golems in the back, don't do that. As for Whistler, this is a scary group. This is a very scary group. The only good thing about facing it is the unit leader is vulnerable. But those hounds are going to get 6 hits in the front with a boost from the Beast Tamer. I think we're going to send Dio in first. He has a pretty solid front line. Normally I would send Troy, but Troy's new. he's too low level to tank it. I may send him in second. In fact, let's just go ahead and send him in second. But yeah, these are very strong units, potentially capable of pushing us off of this city. It'd be terrible to lose that. Get him, Dio. Oh man, that crit. Ouch. Thankfully, I'm going to get a heal. Oh my goodness. But I'm going to have to retreat because otherwise these hounds are going to get 4 more hits. See, he'll kill that swordsman if I let him finish. There we go. I can probably get another Amazon shot, but man, it is not worth risking my dudes dying. Yeah, hounds are amazing. They're not glass cannons, they're just cannons. So we handled that unit. We can probably chase it down. In fact, let's see what Troy can do against these people. This is the Golem group that's coming in. I've got decent physical defense plus a healer. Should be able to take care of it. It shouldn't go too badly for us. Change that. Maybe Troy's too weak to actually take him out. So yeah, my units are just not strong enough, not high enough level to punch through and get damage done. We got some decent damage done on the leader. Didn't get him that close to dying. Even a crit or two wouldn't have done it. But that should also be enough to make him run away. If he doesn't, he's insane. Now, who should we follow up with? Somebody that can handle... Okay, Leia. Leia can go after Nash. Can I get to him? Can I get to him? Can I get to him? No. Definitely not. So let's go ahead and have the left side march down. This is a very neutral morale city, so we'll send our leader who's not done a lot of fighting. And then we will immediately send Linus and Shirley to follow. As for this town right here, we need to see what Jared's got for us. Front and center with soldiers. So quite weak. Quite weak. I think we'll just go ahead and send Leia after them after all, because it doesn't matter if she attacks them as a stack. In fact, she can even just go ahead and liberate the city. So let's make a very arrogant assumption here, being that we're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to take the city. We'll go ahead and send everybody that's combat capable down there too. Here's the enemy boss. It's a very small map. Very small. We're not ready to punch through and win just yet. That's not so bad. Except the leader is very vulnerable. But as far as taking him out, it shouldn't be too bad. It's a very small map, but there are things on here, special things to get. And I want to get them. It's a really good idea after a fight to just cycle your units around. That way they can share the damage a little more evenly. For one thing, it'll reduce the downtime between fights, because your units can heal up faster if they're spread out, if the damage is spread out across units. But also, it lets you just continue fighting in cases where you would have to run away. This is interesting. Fighting them from the opposite direction, I don't think it's actually weakened their formation at all. If there's anything good we can say about their formation, it's that they don't get weaker by being attacked from a different direction. Oh, and something I forgot to do. I forgot to send somebody in there to show us what the people of the town say. And we'll do the same over here with Dio. I see. From the Alban army to the Revolutionary army. You sure are going through a lot of trouble. Well, it's your choice. Man, if I was still young, I'd be just like you. Yeah, sure you would. Sure you would. We've got a little sorceress here in the south. Cookie. The fearsome Cookie. Weird. Mostly positively aligned. Okay, Shirley, what do these people have to say? You used to be in the Southern Division, right? You got kicked out, so you joined the Revolutionary Army? Yeah, genius. Yeah, that's what happened, genius. And while we're at it, let's take a look at this city. Dio, why not? Sir Aznabel is a great man. He's being held captive in the Gunther mines. He worked harder than the other slaves, and it inspired them not to lose hope. I think Sir Aznabel had a daughter. I'm sure he's worried about leaving his daughter behind. The game does a good job of dropping hints for you, suggesting, hey, you might want to look into this. Let's let our little dragons take a bite out of that phalanx. Meanwhile, we're going to have her group try to take out some of these Valkyrie. Disable her spells so that my unit leader is safe. Oh no, not 13 health. Don't kill my skeleton. Here we go, here we go. Not much left after Leia got done with this group. But I still don't want them trying to hit the phalanx until last. It's almost like a waste of damage. There's a lot of chaotic aligned units on this map. Makes it a little bit harder to level your chaotic units or units you want to move chaotic. Oh no, my skeleton! One of the ways that you can wipe out an undead group is if you kill everything in that squad. If you kill every character in that squad, all of the undead are gone. And if it's your squad, they're gone permanently. That's the thing about undead. If something does manage to kill them, they are gone. You lost the character. Yeah, I really like one thing about undead in this game, and that is that they just keep coming. They just keep coming. If you don't have some way of putting them down for good, they just keep coming. Oh, there is one minor thing about undead. If they die and they have to regenerate, I don't think they gain experience for that fight. It's a pretty small price to pay. Undead have their alignment pinned at 0, as chaotic as you can get. And because units average out their alignment across characters over time, if you stick a single undead unit into a unit, eventually all of those characters will have 0 alignment. It's actually a good way to bring down alignment when you need to. It's just not always convenient. Isom liberated Kayas. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, should I give her a voice? Nah, I'm not going to. Do you belong to the Revolutionary Army? Please, please help Aznabel. Do you mean Aznabel, the leader of Gunther? A while ago, before you arrived, he was arrested for contacting the Revolutionary Army. I beg you, please save Aznabel. Don't worry, that's exactly why we're here. Then allow me to go with you, please. If you like, but why are you so worried? My name is Katreda Birrell. Aznabel is my father. Yeah, we just got a free cleric. She can be a unit leader, which is great. And she's pink. I get the feeling that this phalanx is the kind of idiot leader that doesn't realize all of his troops are dead until he's the last one and he's looking around. Cover my flank. Why aren't you... What? Whoa. That's not good. Boy, he ended up in a weird spot. I'm going to send Dio up towards this town here just to make sure he doesn't slip through, do something really uncomfortable like capture towns and my headquarters. Send Shirley up to this city also just to make sure. Ugh. So this is what a terrible formation looks like. Okay, we have it confirmed. He's the kind of idiot leader that's so stupid, he gets killed flank attacking the enemy unit by himself in a situation where he still can't win. So here we're just kind of incidentally using the fatigue trick on everybody. They're all leaderless and they just keep getting close to us and then getting scared and running away and then wandering back to where they were, building up fatigue the whole time until they pass out. And here we go. One more unit sitting down here. It is a berserker with some random flyers. Linus is pretty chaotic at this point. I feel like she won't have any trouble liberating this very low morale city. How do you make a good dragon into a bad dragon? Feed them Valkyrie. Oh, okay. We just saw a new dude pop out of the woodwork. A beast tamer with a beast, but it's in the back, and a red dragon. So we'll go ahead and back up just a little bit. Let her get some healing. She was trying to take out some of those leaderless units. And I think we can probably send Leia. If she's ready to go. She's ready to go. We'll go ahead and send her after that group. Troy is over here chasing a dude into the boss. I would say this is about the formation I want for this fight. I could put one of my footies on the right side to focus more damage onto the leader, but in this position they can tank a shot better. It comes out a little bit better this way, I think. They did pretty good damage to us. Spread out a bit, which is how we want it, but we weren't really able to knock out their leader. So even though we won the fight, I would call that pretty neutral. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, that could have been terrible. Yeah, if that beast tamer had just gone due west, that could have been pretty terrible. And hopefully if Leia needs to retreat here, she doesn't end up at some weird angle that gets her into a fight. In fact, I'm going to take back what I said. She probably needs to retreat here. Like right now would be a very smart time to retreat. But we're going to finish the fight. Alright, give me a triple. Ugh, that was close. That was very close. That was risky. I could have had one of my footmen die to that dragon, especially if he had critted. Wandering units wandering all around near my cities. It's a very chaotic unit. We'll let Isem's unit take it on. Linus is here pretty much to capture it. It would be both hilarious and frustrating if Isem died down here. Oh, I forgot. I haven't gone to visit this city yet.
Because Alba is so mountainous, there are many mines. There are mines in Wintius, but they were originally owned by the Kingdom of Nerdum.
Okay. Thanks, old man. So we don't really have a good way to hit the leader, so we're just going to hit whoever's going to take the most damage. And probably put Isem anywhere but the middle for the next fight. Yeah, okay. That went alright. My worst fears were confirmed, though. They're trying to take Isem out. So we will definitely move him. This should go a little bit better for us. Should spread their damage a bit more. That wipes out 2 of their strikes. And should be able to hit their ferry. There we go. The next fight, maybe the last one. In 1 or 2 more fights, we can wipe this one out. Oh man, 1 more ambush unit. Popping out right in front of Troy. It's kind of formidable, actually. So in the midline, Beast Tamers get 2 attacks. The Hound is going to get 3, of course. And the 2 gremlins in the back won't do a ton of damage. but they can put you to sleep. Like they can stun you, plus do a little damage. So it's actually pretty good. Let's make sure that he's ready to accept what they're going to bring at him. I think maybe we do this so that Troy can try to tank whatever that hound puts out. I don't know. Unfortunately, in the position he's in, fighting and then running away may be the best way to escape from these guys, rather than just trying to walk away over terrain that favors them. Kill the leader, I beg you, please kill the leader. So the good news is it looks like they're spreading their damage out. They did cancel one of my heals, and that's not good. You know what? This unit's going to be a pain in my butt. Let's use our special magic thingy for the first time ever. That's right, Pager of Water. Get him, Pager of Water. You don't get to pick who it hits. You don't really get to select how many targets it will hit. But it tends to do a pretty good amount of damage. From what I remember, it's based on the damage, the level of your faction leader, your main character. So if ISM were stronger, it would do more damage. The good news is it scales over time. If it just kept doing 16 damage into the end game, it'd be worthless. What? 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 How? What? The only good thing I'll say is at least he's coming back at me. Alright, Isom, this should be it. You should be able to finish him off. Please finish him off so that we don't have any more loose units running around. And while we've got people running around, Linus, since you were so kind as to liberate this city, tell us what they've got to say. Katrada's so cute. You know, Aznabel's daughter. She'll even smile at a jerk like me. She's so dependable. Yeah. Thunder Dragon! Question. How do you fight Hellhounds? Answer. Attack from the back of their formation. They get 2 strikes total instead of 6. That's a big improvement. And I've got Isom sweeping up here behind the boss, trying to scare some of these dudes off of that ridge. Let's see if I can get another Thunder D in this fight. Very good so far on part of my dragons. I think golems get 2 strikes in the mid row, so they're going to hit me 5 times. But man, I am blocking and not taking much when they hit. Their fatigue must be really high. Oh man, these golems are healing from camping. They were almost at full health when I fought them. If I keep having to chase them long distances and fight them, they may keep camping and make it take forever. Alright, Rebecca, please put an end to these guys. Oh, man. Okay, finally we've got them pinned on a river. Okay, because of the way that this dude's unit is arranged, and because he doesn't seem to want to turn to face me, I'm going to have Isom try to just attack him from behind and snipe him right away. So you're Isom, eh? Traitor! I'll take care of you with my bare hands! Just hitting the leader, everybody gets 1 attack on their team. So I'm hoping that the 8 strikes that I get are enough to take him out. If not, like I said, I got people waiting in the wings. So even with the crit, I'm not going to be able to finish him. That's fine. They got a little experience. We'll let Shirley or Dio finish him. Even attacking from the side, I think he's still pretty exposed. Yeah, he's only going to take about 1 hit anyway. Snick.
I lost? Impossible. How could they kill?
You're not as special as you think you are. And what is the loot for this map but the special glowy red mace that dude was using? Father! Are you alright? We're safe now. I can't thank you enough for saving my father.
You're awesome. Why did you risk your life to save me? You're just like your father.
You know my father?
It's an old story. It looks like my daughter's made her mind up to join you. No more problems should arise here. What would you say if I offered my services to your battalion? I'm sure I can be of some help to you.
We accept your offer for sure. We gladly accept your offer, Asnabil.
All right then. I will fight for the people of Palatinus.
Fantastic. We just got another unit leader. So with that, we can make 2 new units. There we go. Gunther Piedmont, all done. And, yep, good. I think that catches us up. See you next time.